You know, guys, with this video, I really thought about going down the research rabbit hole and collecting data and making a very sterile, scripted kind of video. But I thought with this particular subject, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna record. I'm not going to do much research on this. I'm not going to script it because to answer the question, when will the dumper miss me? When will my dumper miss me? There is so much to that. There is so many variables, and I would be disingenuous to everyone listening today if I said I could put a formula on this or I could put some kind of prediction onto it. The fact is, I can't. And even though I'm going to try and tackle that subject today, I'm going to try and get into it and just give you some guidance, a waypoint, some validation. My whole thing about this channel is just to give it to you straight and to not bullshit you. So to just put a disclaimer in it, guys, I don't have an exact answer for you. I wish I did, but I'll do my best. Anyway, welcome back to the Love Fix. As always, it's Nick, doing my best to get you through your breakups as easily and as healthily as possible, with compassion but no bullshit. If today's video is not enough for you and you need my personal guidance, my one-to-one guidance on your personal breakup situation, you can email me at thelovefix20@gmail.com, and as always, my details are below in the description. So, how long would it take for the dumper to miss you? This is going to depend on a number of factors. So, I'm going to assume that you've were with your ex for at least 6 months. I would say that is probably the bare minimum to have any kind of significant feeling of missing someone. Now, obviously, we can attach to people very quickly, 1, 2, 3 months, I get that, but those are rare. Most people that reach out to me have sort of been with each other at least a minimum of 6 months. So, 6 months to a year, I guess maybe, yeah, they could possibly start missing you straight away. But if they've got into a rebound, and with Monday's video, I talked about rebounds and what happens. So if you haven't seen that yet, go back and look at the latest rebound video that I just made. There could be a bit of discrepancy there, because if they're using the rebound to soothe their breakup anxiety, then no, they're not going to miss you right away, because they are outsourcing the pain. They are outsourcing someone to pick up the slack for them. But if they're doing the sensible thing and staying single, trying to work through it, it could be as little as a couple of weeks, because you have to remember, guys, and I've said this many times, the dumper is on a very different journey to you. They are on a different track, at a different station, on a different train, heading in the opposite direction. For now, anyway. So, what we do as the dumpees, we start thinking to ourselves and we start projecting, well, I feel this way, I feel panic, I feel anxiety, I feel like I miss them. They should be doing the same. And that is very rarely true. You're going to miss them straight away. It's going to take them a while. So, I want you to step back and just breathe. Just take a deep breath and just appreciate what the other side looks like. Appreciate what it's like to be the dumper. And some of you have been the dumper. Some of you haven't. I guess in a way I've been fortunate enough to be the dumper and the dumpee, and whilst it's not fortunate to lose any relationship unless it's really toxic or abusive, it's never fun being the dumper or being the dumpee. Now, I can speak from my personal experience when I've been the dumper. If the person has left me alone and they've just let me alone with my thoughts, I'd say probably about a month afterwards I started missing that person. And that's me personally, because you start noticing that they're no longer texting you. They're no longer asking about your day. They're no longer there to emotionally support you. And you start, as a dumper, you start questioning that decision. Did I make the right choice? Now, this is when our separation anxiety kicks in. The dumper's separation anxiety kicks in, because As I explained in breaking down the Rebound relationship in the video that I posted on Monday, even when a dumper chooses to leave the safety of a group, of a tribe, of a collective, they've made that choice. Their biology, their natural survival mechanisms will start to kick in if they do not find a new source right away, a new group, a new tribe to feel safe. But even when they do, if they haven't given themselves enough time to process your relationship with you, their relationship with you, their breakup with you, it will come. It will catch up. So, and that's different for everybody. And I'll give you a good example. With my last relationship, I was with that woman almost 4 years. And for the first 6 months, and this is me being dumped, this is the Dumpee version, for the first 6 months, I didn't really feel much. I was quite, maybe it was delayed shock. I was just shut down. And whilst I didn't feel great, I was okay. I didn't lose any sleep. I didn't lose appetite. I got on with my day. I was thinking about her every day, but I wasn't missing her. Because I think deep down, I kind of realised that there was significant challenges in that relationship, and now I fully appreciate what they are. But it caught up with me. And 6 months in, I started missing her massively. Now, I don't know if and when she started missing me. Now, I have no doubt that she did, because she's a human being like everybody else. But she never reached out. So, this is why there's no set answer to this, because I just don't know. So, I guess it's different if you've been married for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, and that person's been a significant part of your life and been there every day. Then maybe, yes, they start missing you quicker. Maybe they don't. Maybe they've just had too much of a good thing and they don't miss you for 6 months. So, I appreciate that maybe this isn't the information you wanted today, and I appreciate that this probably isn't going to be one of the best videos that I've done. It's probably going to be pretty shit, to be honest, and even me listening to myself right now, I was like, Nick, you are talking bollocks right now. But I get asked this question all the time, so I felt it was an obligation of mine to try and answer it, but I don't know, guys. There is no science out there that can accurately predict when they will start to miss you. None. Zero. Sure, we can take an average based on study, based on talking to thousands of people. Sure. But the context, the individual factors are so vast. Was it a good relationship? Was it a bad relationship? Do you have kids? Was there any toxicity? Was it narcissistic? Was it gaslighted? Was there any infidelity? Was there good communication? Was there good chemistry? How good was the relationship at its peak? How bad was it at its peak? These are the factors that are just so varied, and we can't factor them all in at once. So, today's message is this. You're asking the wrong question. It's not the right question to ask, when will the dumper miss me? The correct question would be to say is, how do I get through this as healthily as possible? How do I process what I'm feeling as healthily as possible? How do I prevent this from happening in the future? How do I level up? How do I correct the mistakes that I made? That's the questions you should be asking yourself right now. Forget about what your ex is doing. Forget if they miss you. Unless they reach out and tell you, you will just never know. And that is the cold, hard reality of a breakup. And I am sorry to be the one to always be giving it to you straight and brutally. But I am damned if I'm going to be another one of those channels that say, hey, take my X-Back quiz, because, guys, no matter what quiz you take, no matter what answers you give in those fucking X-Back quizzes, the result is always the same. You've got a 60% chance of getting your X-Back, but don't delay because you can lose them. So sign up to this X-Back program. Go fuck yourself to all the people out there that do that. I will not tell you this shit. I don't know. I will not give you a percentage of the likelihood of them coming back or whatever. I don't know. You don't know. Fortune tellers don't know. There's no such thing as clairvoyance. And I get why people latch onto this, because they are searching for anything, for something to give them answers. But guys, this is why I get real pissed off with the breakup space, with the relationship sphere. This is why I get real pissed off with it. Because people talk utter bullshit. The cold, hard reality is that the breakup happened and that's it. There is no other answer to that. That's it. And I know that's hard to hear. It is savage to hear. And I am so sorry that I have to be the one to tell you that. And I really hope that you're okay. But this is why I do what I do. So I can be that voice in the dark. Or you can go and speak to someone else. There are a few channels out there, a few people out there that just give it to you straight. But I can count on one hand how many channels I would actually recommend or trust. So guys, I don't know when the dumper will miss you. I just don't know. I don't know when your ex will miss you. Could be a day, could be a week, could be 1 month, could be a year. I don't know. There are so many factors involved. So, I know this isn't the best video today, but the truth isn't sexy and I'm not trying to sell it, I'm just giving it. That's all I've got for today. I hope you're well. And if you need me, I'm here. If you need to talk about your personal breakup situation, you can reach out to me at thelovefix20@gmail.com and arrange a one-to-one session with me so I can bespoke the advice to your specific situation. But if that's not the way you want to go, you can also join the free Facebook group. Just type in the Love Fix Breakup Recovery and join the community. As always, I'll see you on the other side.